Hey folks, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. Welcome to my podcast, News and Views by Doug. So today is May 2nd. Yes, we survived the communist and socialist demonstrations of May Day. And as we move on. So, there's so much going on in the world, and there's so many videos out there from people who are acting as authentic media types and stuff. But, my biggest question is, where's all the information that they're putting out? Where's it coming from? And, some of these people are legitimate media people, but how do they know what's going on? The mainstream media is not talking about things. And the government definitely is not talking about things. But yesterday, President Trump announced that we were no longer going to be bombing Iran. We would be keeping the naval blockade going, and Iran is struggling, supposedly. They're running out of money. They have nowhere to put all the oil. The people are running out of food. Food prices have doubled. They have no water. And, we're hoping that the people will rise up and put down the Iranian regime, the IRGC and the Ayatollahs. But one video came out, and it was the head chief justice for the Iranian regime. And, they've already killed over 40,000 of their own people back from January through February. But they basically announced that they're still going after these people who had rioted, who were protesting against the regime. And they're still executing people left and right. So how many more thousands will be killed or have already been killed? There was even a report out that this one man was able to hook up to Starlink, which is Elon Musk's internet satellite system. And he did it at least twice, and somehow the Iranian government found out what he had done, and they arrested him, beat the crap out of him, and then killed him last week. So, where's all this information coming from? Now, one thing that came out is that while the Navy is still blockading Iran, we've got a lot of planes moving around the Middle East, and two of those planes are C-130s operated by civilian contractors and operated by the CIA. And other governmental bodies. One was seen flying towards Iran today, and the other one was flying west towards Israel. So the question is, what's going on? Are they moving CIA officers, agents around? Are they taking equipment to other places? So, again, who's putting all this information out there? Now, apparently the UAE, United Arab Emirates, has pulled out of the oil cartel known as OPEC. And they said they're no longer involved after being there for 60 years. And they're going to start producing as much oil as they want, no more limits. And they're going to be shipping out, and hopefully the world, us, will benefit from that. But apparently there's still some type of war going on between Iran and their neighbors, including the UAE. Both are demanding reparations from the combat, and Iran wants over $249 billion to rebuild their country after it was being destroyed by the United States and Israel. But there's also now reports coming out that the Iranians were able to attack Iranian separatist camps, which they were calling terrorist camps, in Pakistan. There's a Sunni group out there that has been fighting the Iranians for a while, and Iran was basically blaming Pakistan for not shutting down these camps, and so they went on the attack. Pakistan, of course, as you know, is supposed to be hosting the peace talks between the United States, Israel, and Iran. So Pakistan didn't take it too well that these camps were hit. They claim that they're not supporting these separatist groups, but Iran claims they are. So, anyways, long story short, has anything really changed other than we're not actively bombing? Now, supposedly Iran hasn't launched any more ballistic missiles at anybody. Are they out? Are they rebuilding? Are they restocking? Who knows? So anyways, that's my take on today, Saturday, May 2nd. I'm going to show you a video of what the Iran judicial people were talking about executing their people. So anyways, folks, I hope you have a nice weekend. Stay safe out there and stay out of trouble. If you have an opinion different from mine or with mine, please leave it in the comments section. And I hope you have a great day. Folks, what's your opinion? Tell me. You take care.
Executions are still ongoing inside of Iran. That means we can keep adding to the number that we know of people who died during the protest in January. Just a few days ago, we had Iranian Chief Justice. So this guy is like the main head or the main judge inside of Iran, saying that they will continue executing anyone who's related to the protest that took place in January. Take a listen. This was on live TV.
One of the people's rightful requests is that those who have committed crimes, those who have collaborated with the enemy, those who are potentially acting as the enemy's agents within and outside the country, be pursued, identified quickly, and tried promptly. Of course, it is natural that this should be done according to the law, based on fairness and justice. This is precisely what the enemy does not want. These lowly, cursed individuals believe that, for instance, the judiciary acts according to their wishes. We say they should not be executed. Who are you to say they should not be executed? You are wrong to say that a criminal who has shed the blood of our dear ones, our beloved people, and who attempted to cause insecurity during wartime should not be executed. We will punish them with any penalty stipulated by the law. We pay no attention to the words and discussions of these arrogant people who thought they still had the power of arrogance, the power they themselves believed they had. Therefore, I tell you again, and I emphasize, and I want the cases to be handled quickly and accurately, and for the sentences to be issued sooner according to the law, implemented, and reported in all stages.